Hello and welcome back to Park Lane, where today Sedge Tigers will be hosting Rotherham Titans in this round of the National One League. My name is Joe Barnes-Taylor. I'm joined today as usual by Tom Markham. Afternoon, Tom.
Afternoon, Joe.
We've about less than 5 minutes till kick-off, so I'll get straight into the teams. For Rotherham Titans today, at number 1 we have Kavalu Tipoloma, 2 Jack Bergmanas, 3 Alistair Doncourt, 4 Harry Gilson-Fox, 5 Karen Maguire, 6 Zachary Poole, 7 Harry Newborn, 8 Callum Bustin. At 9 we've got James Naylor, 10 Robert Povey, 11 Ronnie Rant, 12 James Cook, 13 Richard Hayes, 14 Aidan Shortall and 15 Jack Townend, with Luke Cole, Charles Capps, Andrew Foster, Frankie Gascoigne and Jean-Baptiste Brezoulier on the bench. And for the Tigers today, we have number 1, John Blanchard, number 2, Adam Mallinson, number 3, Ty Raymond, number 4, Bob Birtwell, number 5, Connor James, number 6, Braemar Murray, number 7, Lewis Bradley, number 8, Tom Ailes, number 9, we've got Matt Sturgis, 10, Warren Seals, 11, Bert Bradshaw, 12, Matthew Riley, 13, Matthew Law, 14, Reece Henderson, and 15, Andrew Riley, with Austin Downham, James O'Connell, Danny Rylance, Ollie Glass and Isaac Deans on the bench. Today's referees, Henry Pearson, and his assistant referees will be Kieran Henry and Paul Finnegan. The home side, the Tigers, will be wearing a special kit today as the club is currently raising funds for Sick Kids UK. Each kit is an individual sponsor, as well as Bob Birtwell being sponsored by Sedge Media. His kit will be adorned with the Sedge Media logo for today's game. So over to you, Tom. What can we expect from today's game? Obviously, Rotherham have had quite a fair bit more success this season than Tigers have so far.
I think it's fair to say they've started like an house on fire. They're coming to this game off the back. Well, the form out of the first 9 games played is 7 wins and 2 losses, and on the road that's been 3 wins and 1 loss. Them 2 losses of the season have come against Sale, which was a close contest, another close contest against Bishop Stortford. Last game they won 18-17, narrowly beating Plymouth Albion at home. And in their last away game, they were valiant in their victory over Birmingham Moseley, which they won 13-19. Currently sit 3rd in the league on 34 points. I think both teams will know each other well from the days in Nat 2 North, and which Sedge actually managed to do the double over them the last time they played in that year, back in 2023. So I think both teams will know each other well, but I think it's fair to say that this Rotherham team isn't the same team it was 2 years ago, judging by how they've done well this season.
Yeah, and Tigers will be happy to see their star kicker Warren Seals starting again today. Obviously, Ollie Glass was filling in for him for the time that he was out, I believe, with a hamstring injury. What can we say about the improvement in morale to have such a key player back on the pitch, Tom?
Morale. I think morale will be good because it changes your whole game plan. It means now that when you get the ball in a scoring position, you don't always have to try and kick for the corner to try and get the tries and force the tries. You can kick the points and manage the game a lot better. And with Warren's kicking ability, he led the league last year in points. We know what he's capable of doing, so it'll be great to have back in there at number 10.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about having that reliability within the team, and obviously Warren Seals being such a pivotal player last season, and I expect we'll see the same this season. We can see the teams come onto the pitch now. Obviously, Tigers in the blue kit for their sponsor for Sick Kids UK. So a tough loss away to Rams last week, Tom. What do you think will be going through the Tigers' heads today as we're about a minute away from kick-off?
So very quickly, just before we start the game, I think they went into that game after the week's break and they were disappointed after the defeat to Blackheath previously. So we went into that game and I think the first 50 minutes or so they were on top. I mean, they penned Rams in and unfortunately the Rams have come away with the victory and probably turned up the gas, and they maybe from their angle they might say they underperformed a little bit in that first 50 minutes. But for Sedge, that is some positives to take into this game. And now looking at Warren, who's about to start the game, I think that'll be an interesting match-up, I know. And a quick mention to Reece Henderson, who leads the league in tries this year.
Star player he is, as the ball comes down on number 8, Callum Bustin, to start this game off with Rotherham. That goes up short. Number 9, James Naylor, looking for a box kick to kick things off. And over it goes. It's a bit skew-if, but it comes down securely into the arms of Andy Riley, who manages to stay inside the pitch. Matt Sturge is out to Seals, out to Lewis Bradley in the bright orange scum cap. He's not hard to miss. Captain, where am I? Captain Matt Riley with the ball there. Ball sent over and scooped up by Aidan Shortall, who sends it over into touch.
The scoreboard colours are the team's traditional colours.
Just for those watching at home, the scoreboard colours are the traditional colours. So we've got Rotherham in blue on our scoreboard, but they're in white today. And Sedge, who's in maroon on our scoreboard, are in blue.
Tigers line out as Alan Mallinson lines it up. And that goes Connor James into the hands of Matt Sturgis and now Matt Riley. Out again to Seals. Pops it off to Ailes. Tigers looking very dynamic in these first opening phases. Mallinson again. Seals. Now, John Blanchard have a go. Matt Law takes it in. Lewis Bradley again. John Blanchard to his left. Tigers struggling to make any ground, but well, as I was about to say, their handling is going really well, Tom. But bit of a missed pass there. And it's resulted in a massive loss of territory for Tigers.
It was a misplaced pass, and it was an absolute great kick as well. It's not number 14. It's number 11. Ronnie Durant, who was over there on the left, picked the ball up, and he's managed to get himself 50-22 in there as well.
Yeah, a great great result there for Titans in these early moments. They'll be pleased with that one. As Jack Bergmanis sets up for the first Rotherham line-out of the day. Rotherham taking their time. But up goes Zach Poole, and the Rotherham set up a decent maul. They could make good ground there. Bergmanis on the ball again.
Got space over onto the right.
Yeah, Tigers need to be afraid of that blind side as Robert Povey goes through, and he will put the ball down for Rotherham's first try of the day. Did really well to find space between those Tigers defenders. And they'll be happy to open the scoring so soon.
We could have scored both ways there, I think, there, Joe. I mean, that was quite a simple move over to the left, but I was just watching Ronnie Durant over on the blind side. He was free. He could have got one in the corner easily. But a simple move gets them up the try underneath the sticks.
Well, I say it was almost inevitable after that. They were set up so well on that maul. Did well to send the ball to the back of the line out, so they had space on the blind side, like you said. And perhaps just a defensive spacing issue for Tigers. They're not quite marking their men up as they should be, and it's cost them. But that kick has gone over off the foot of Rich Hayes. So Titans now 7-0 up as the clock hits 5 minutes. Tigers restart. And James Naylor setting up for a box kick again. This one better than the last. Down to Andy Riley's hands again, as he bobs and cuts and weaves his way through the Titans' defence. Last minute change direction from Sturgis there, but Connor James does really well to keep inside the pitch. Seal sends out to Ailes. He goes himself with Burtwell in support. Out left again. Seal sends over to Bert Bradshaw, who's unfortunately bundled into touch. Nice idea there.
Rotherham have been very quick out in the line defence so far. Really getting to Sedge very quickly.
I will say, Tom, Sedge's handling's been decent up to this point. It's been getting the ball quickly through the hands, but like you say, it's the Titans' line speed and defence that have just been preventing them from making much ground.
Yeah, Sedge's hands have been quite quick so far in the opening 5 minutes, but
Ailes does really well to disrupt the Titans' line up there. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Tom.
No, it's okay. I was just about to say that final pass there, that one from Seals. He just needs to get that a little bit more accurate. It's 2 or 3 times now where he just almost cost us, or gave Rotherham a chance to break through.
Well, that's it. It's about just taking an extra second to make sure that pass is going where you want it to, you know. Slightly behind or slightly in front can be costly at this level. But we will set up for the first scrum of the day. Tigers ball. Of course, after Rob Povey went for the intercept on that pass there and unfortunately knocked it on.
Just while we reset here, Joe, I want to say a special mention for David Braley, who's a big Tigers fan who can't make it to the game today due to feeling under the weather, and he's watching from home. Hope you're feeling better soon, David, and we look forward to seeing you back at Park Lane in the very near future.
Well, as much as we wish him a speedy recovery, I'd rather be watching from home than sat out on the cold today, but we'll reset for this scrum. And it's a good initial drive from Titans. Dominated that scrum. They won the ball back for themselves. James Cook with the ball. That's popped out to Aidan Shortall. Short line met by Warren Seals. That's a good hit from him on Rob Povey. The Tigers are cheering. Mallinson's won them a penalty.
Yeah, not releasing. It was on number 4, Harry Gilson Fox. I think he got, I think there were shouts for a forward pass in that as well, but Tigers probably get what they wanted.
They come away with a kick otherwise, and Warren Seals finds touch. It'll be a Seals line out just outside the Titans 22. Tigers, I imagine, will be looking to do a similar to what the Titans did in the opposite corner, as the ball goes securely into James's hands and out to the backs. That's a great run from Ty Raymond, as the ball's popped out wide to Andy Riley. Can he get in? That's Reece Henderson, my mistake, but the ball does go down for a Tigers' first try. It's a great bit of individual flair for him to run the ball in down that far side. And great eyes from his inside man to hold the pass just long enough to put him in and draw the defender.
Three certainties in life, Joe. Death, taxes and Reece Henderson scoring a try. He scored 2 tries last time both these teams faced as well. And he's got his 11th for the season.
I was going to say he's well into double digits now. Seriously valuable player for Tigers. And a decent score maker as well. So we're just gone 10 minutes into this game. If you're just joining us, Titans are currently 2 points ahead of. Titans are 2 points ahead of Tigers, both scoring 1 try. Now we're waiting to see if Seals will collect the extras for the home side. And it just bounces off the near post. Seals evidently not on his usual form today, but the Tigers have come away with a score anyway. Titans 7, Tigers 5, 11 minutes into this game.
Reece Henderson's 11th try of the season, Joe. He only managed 8 the whole of last season. So it shows you that he's really improved on his game in the summer and he's really come out flying. I know he scored quite a few in Nat 2 as well, but before they came up, and I think a lot were thinking he might have been able to replicate that form last year, but he's certainly kicked it up, turned it up a notch this year.
No, absolutely. I mean, it'll be a myriad of factors going into that. You know, the having the confidence to go himself well on the ball, and also the trust on the man inside him to set him up in that wing position. Yeah, he proves his value to the Tigers week on week. But we're here now for a Titans line out. And up into the hands of Harry Gilson-Fox it goes. And it's Harry Newborn who takes contact. Titans play it out again to the left. Jack Townend on the ball now. He makes a decent run. Inside to Alistair Doncourt. And Rob Povey will go himself. Makes a little step. A nice dummy run there. And the ball with Zach Poole. Referee's blow his whistle and bring it back for. Remind me of that one, Tom.
Offside, that one.
Offside, that's right. The word escaped me there. Rob Povey finds touch. What I will say, Tom, is that at least in the narrow, Tigers have done really well to defend every attempt that Titans have made in these last few plays. They've looked dangerous when stretched out to the edges, but down that middle where we're all bunched up, nobody's getting through there.
No, they'll be looking to try and put up a bit of better defence though from this line out. I know the last one was far too easy to score from.
And up into the hands of Harry Gilson-Fox it goes as Titans set up another maul. Will they replicate the success they saw last time? The ball's with Jack Bergmanis at the back. Still going. And over they go. Referee blows his whistle. That's another try for Titans. And I believe it was Harry Newborn who put the ball down. Just double checking.
It's far too easy, that one, Joe. I've seen Rotherham now. Twice they've knocked at the door and they've got through dead easily.
Well, clearly they've got a vastly dominant pack compared to the Tigers. You know, they dominated that first scrum and now twice in the maul. Yeah, they're definitely playing to their strengths today. They knew after that first maul that they'd have a good chance of getting in again, and so they did. And as the clock ticks over into the 15th minute, Rotherham are leading 12 points to 5. As Lloyd Hayes collects the extras. And that he does, easy as you like. That brings Titans' score to 14 after 15 minutes. Tigers 5.
Lots to work on here at the minute, Joe, for the home team. I mean, they've seen that they can get through that Titans defence, but now they need to work on their own and try and keep them out, because twice they've come knocking and they've got in both times.
Well, that's it. You know, they do well to play to their strengths in terms of line speed and quick hands, as Rotherham have done. But James Naylor will settle for another box kick, and it goes long and into the arms of Tom Ailes, who will go himself. Braemer Murray on that ball. And a box kick off Sturgis's boot. Oh, and it's a great take by Reece Henderson. He's having a storm of a game.
He took a whack there as well.
That's really good competition in the air. And it looks like Tigers have earned themselves a penalty. And Warren Seals has elected to go for the post. We'll see if this is definitely an easier kick than the first he had to attempt, Tom. But we'll see if he can score this one.
I think we were talking about this before the game, weren't we, Joe? What's the advantage of bringing Warren back into the team? Is that it gives you this option, is that you can go for the goal a lot more, you can put points on the board.
Exactly. No, I mentioned having such a reliable kicker, you can get a penalty from almost anywhere. And as we were saying that, he's just hooked it left of the post. He'll be disappointed with that.
Yeah, the shake of the head straight away gave that one away. He didn't like it from the minute he kicked it.
We all expected him to get it, but we'll play on. Rotherham still leading 14 points to 5. And we'll come here for a 22 dropout. And long it goes back to Andy Riley. He pops it off to John Blanchard, who looks to go himself. That's not John Blanchard, sorry, that was... Oh, and Tom Ailes is through. He's got Andy Riley on his left, puts it through to him. And it's an easy try for Andy Riley. A great line from Tom Ailes to cut through the Titans' defence. And a great support line from his teammate Andy Riley to put Tigers in for their second score of the day.
It was a great run there from Bertie Bradshaw.
What a way to make up that missed penalty as well.
Yeah, it was a great run from Bertie Bradshaw there, running inside with the ball, similar to how he scored last week at Rams. And then he offloads it straight to Tom Ailes, who could break the lines, as we know, and sets up an easy try there for Andy Riley.
And we'll see Seals again, see if he can't collect these extras for the Tigers. And that's better form from Seals, straight through the posts to collect the 2 extra points, putting Tigers at 12 points, just behind Titans 14, as we're almost at the 20-minute mark. Rob Povey will restart. And the ball's back into Tom Ayles's arms. And he passes it back to Seals. Sends it long. Rob Povey again now. And he gets wrapped up. Bert Bradshaw putting the pressure on him there. Lloyd Hayes decides to switch directions, see if he can't get through on this.
Made up a lot of ground
side,
there.
and he did such, yeah. Ball comes off Rob Povey's boot, and it's Aidan Shortall in chasing. But Andy Riley does really well to avoid the tackle there. He's so light on his feet. He's won Tigers back the ball. Matt Riley now. Tigers just need a little bit more quick to that breakdown. They could have easily lost the ball there, but off the boot of Sturgis it comes. And it's a good attempt by Aidan Shortall. It's come off his chest and gone backwards.
Great run from Blanchard as well.
Tigers are in with the ball. It's a quick box kick from... He's there. Sturgis. Can he get to it? Riley does his best to get the ball, but it's been collected up by James Naylor, who's gone to ground just outside the 5. Does really well to regather the ball and for his team. And now Titans do anything they can to get out of the danger zone, as Alistair Donkor takes it short. And it looks like Naylor will set up for a box kick to get them out of trouble. And it's a great charge down by Tigers. But they just couldn't get to it fast enough.
He's got hurt there, Brayman Murray. I think he's pulled his hamstring.
Yeah, he's walking really awkwardly on that left leg. And there's a great charge down from him, but he's taken himself off the pitch. He looks to be in a great deal of discomfort. Clock's still going, and the goal line dropout comes from Titans and into the arms of Andy Riley. And his brother Matt now, makes a charging run, beats one defender, he's taken by the second. Sturgis off to Reece Henderson, he almost spills it but takes it on the full.
Still on his feet.
He's still going, dancing his way around the defence. Sturgis to Lewis Bradley now. Inside to Seals and to Connor James. Tigers have really gone up a gear since that first try.
Advantage.
It's Seals. And the ball's just been spilt, but it's all right. Like you said, Tom, Tigers had the advantage. Will come back for that penalty. And it looks like they're going to go for posts again. You see Captain Matt Riley pointing at them.
I'm just looking down in the corner here, Joe, and that is the end of Brayman Murray's afternoon.
Yeah, he's not even walking on that leg anymore. It's been a great shift from him so far. He's survived all of 22 minutes.
And number 20, Isaac Deans, has come on to replace him, so he'll slip in there at flanker.
That's unfortunate for that man, but a great charge down it was as Seals goes for yet another penalty. And over it goes, easy as you like for an extra 3 points to the Tigers tally, bringing them to 15 points, one ahead of Titans at 14. 24 minutes into this game.
And just like that, Joe, Sedge took the lead.
Well, that's it. You know, I said before, they were never going to compete physically in the pack the way that Rotherham have. You know, the Tigers have had a lot of success in that maul as Titans are today, but they obviously worked out we're not going to get through there, so we'll take advantage of our line speed and handling and twinkle toes that is Reece Henderson. Tigers set up for a box kick. And he sends it round his blind side. Oh, it's a good take by...
I think it was Callum Bustin that.
That's right. Rotherham play it short into Harry Newborn's arms. And for Curran Maguire.
Bob Birtwell's down now as well.
Rob Povey's found touch as Bob Birtwell was just receiving some treatment. Looks to be for his knee.
Let's hope it's nothing too serious for Bob Birtwell.
Oh, he's an influential player, to say the least.
Because I'm just looking at Tigers' bench, and that'd be an interesting one to see who would go in at lock with Connor James. Because Bramer, who was playing 6, could probably move up into the second row or into the lock position. But with Isaac Dean's now coming at flanker, who would go in there at 4?
Yeah, it would definitely take some rejigging as the ball flies into Zach Poole's hands. They haven't set up a maul this time, but they are playing it through the forward still. And Tigers are doing really. I've got a really good counter drive going on there, not letting him, not giving Titans an inch. Just needs to be really careful of that.
Great tackle. Great hit from Lewis Bradley.
This is really nice line speed from Tigers as Titans play it out wide to
and again
James Cook. Lewis Bradley working overtime, and the ball goes out wide to Ronnie Rant, and it's knocked out of his hands. It looks to be a bit of a rough and tumble going on the sideline, but Rotherham is still with the ball. Curran Maguire now. Titans actually slowly losing ground here despite having the possession here, as James Cook is sent in for another attempt. This is really good defensive work from Lewis Bradley as well. That's the 4th or 5th tackle I've seen him make in the past couple of minutes. Rotherham slowly edging towards this near side as they switch directions and play it into Alistair Doncourt. Rotherham still attacking that inside line, looking to set up for something special. And it's a huge lofted pass, and it's dropped out into touch by Jack Townend. It was a lofty pass, and Seals saw it coming and had his shoulder in Townend's ribs before the ball.
He did not look like a happy man, did he?
No,
Jack Townend.
Bit of a hospital pass.
Jack Townend, when he was after received that pass, he was
just a little bit too little, too late, Tom. You know, I was saying there that the Titans were clearly trying to set up for a move out the back, and a lofty pass like that is so easy to read, especially for an experienced player like Seals. And it's cost Titans their momentum. Yeah, Tigers seem to have picked up fairly quickly about the on the strength of their opposing pack, and so did everything they could to prevent their maul being set up at that line out. Forced the Titans' hand, and with enough pressure and line speed, they've won themselves back the ball. But I can't quite see who that is on the floor, Tom.
I think that's Matt Riley. No. Wrong Matt Sturgis.
He looks to be alright, perhaps he's taken a knock, but time's off for now. We're 28 minutes in. If you're just joining us, Tigers are now leading by 1 point, 15 to Titans 14 points.
I think he might be coming off here, Joe. I've just seen Jack Oliver on the comms, and he's not in any rush to be getting up.
Yeah, he's slow to his feet. He does look to be staying on for now, though.
Yeah, I think maybe they were just checking it wasn't a HIA.
He didn't look to be in much pain. He just looked like something was giving him some grief. Bit of deep heat will fix anything. Sturgis will remain on the pitch for now at 9 for Tigers. He's had a decent game so far, being that pivotal middleman between the forwards and the backs. And it'll be him that puts the ball in for this Tigers scrum, just outside their 5.
That could be another interesting one, Joe, if Matt Sturgis did have to come off there. Because I'm looking at the bench, and only Ollie Glass, who is versatile, could probably do a job at scrum half.
He could definitely fit in at scrum half. He's a bit of a
natural
multi-tool.
position.
No, he prefers that 15 shirt, but he's a bit of a multi-tool when it comes to this game. It's Sami Knife for skills. Tigers need to be careful here. Obviously, the Titans have been dominant in every forward-oriented set piece. They could very well turn the tide here in such a dangerous position. No, we saw them do that in the middle of the pitch near the start of the game. Sturgis isn't happy with it. Looks like Titans have put on a drive before the ball was in.
Yeah, went a bit too early.
And it's all well and good having the size and strength, but discipline is what's most important in set pieces like that, especially at this level. But Seals will send the ball infield instead of out, into the arms of Aidan Shortall, who'll go himself. Oh, it's a great tackle and attempt from Isaac Deans. And Bob Burtwell will drive that attacking man back. It's played back to Rob Povey, who will send it over. And Seals does the same. Into Lloyd Hayes' hands this time. And he sends it up for himself. And almost gets to it. Riley says enough of that. Punts it into the middle. And Jack Townend's kick just stays in. And I think that's Andy Riley on the ball.
Not releasing. It was really well done actually from Matt Lord to stay in touch and win himself the penalty.
That was a decent idea by Seals as well in this corner to keep the ball infield, put the pressure on Rotherham, force them to make a mistake, and they did. And I think that ball actually just hit my car. But it'll be Jack Bergmanis on the ball again. No, that's my mistake. Adam Mallinson for Tigers. These kits are getting me confused. And it's Tom Ailes who goes up, secures the ball. Ooh. Oh, it's a hard run from Matt Riley. Rob Povey has counter-rucked fantastically and won the ball back for his team. And it's a quick pass out the back from Jack Bergmanis, a cheeky one from him. Don't quite know what tactical advantage that posed, but it was entertaining to watch, at least.
I think he was a bit lucky there, was Povey, with that turnover.
It was very.
He kind of slipped into it, so
well,
I was expecting an off his feet.
So was I was waiting for the whistle, but I think he did it so quickly he gave the referee no chance to call it. The ball was already out. But that's a decent move from him as we see Austin Downham and Danny Rylance enter the pitch. And they're coming off for John Blanchard, and I believe that's Ty Raymond.
Danny Rylance will know a few of these boys quite well from his time when he played for Rotherham.
And then the ball goes to Connor James. Popped out to Matt Riley. He's had a decent game. He's made some hard runs, living up to the name. Danny Rylance's first touch of the ball. Connor James. Oh, that's a hard collision he has with Callum Bustin.
That was two big men.
Tigers still with the ball, and Seal sends it over. And so does, I believe that's Charles Capps. Andy Riley on the ball now. Lewis Bradley doing really well on that breakdown as usual to secure the ball for Tigers. Short ball into Tigers, still with the ball. Austin Downham with his first touch. And it's a pop pass to Mallinson.
High.
Yeah, wrapped right around his shoulders.
Got up quite quickly there, did Mally.
Well, he isn't never one to cause a fuss, but that will be a penalty for Tigers. And I wondered for a second there whether Seals might have ambitious enough to put it on his boot for the post, but he finds touch instead.
It's a great kick as well.
It's actually just hit a poor lady on the far side. It'll be a Tigers line out just inside the Titans 22 this time. .34 minutes into this game, Tigers still leading by 1 point, 15 points to Titans 14, both with 2 tries. And up the ball goes into Tom Ells' arms. And Matt Riley now taking it on the full. And it's a good hard run by Mallinson. Played inside to Lewis Bradley. It's quick hands from Tigers.
They've got numbers.
Out to Ailes. He does well to keep hold of it, not force the pass. And it's Reece Henderson on the outside. He's doing his best to stay in. He's bundled into touch by 3 men. He's got just too isolated there. His inside man, Matt Law, stiffing with that one really. And that looks to have, he seems to have picked up an injury in that confrontation as well as Henderson. It looks to be his knee.
Yeah, I wonder if he just maybe slightly jarred it on the...
Well, they're fickle things in knees. The slightest change of direction can be disastrous. He does look to be in a great deal of discomfort. It'll be a shame to see him go off after such a great stint.
He's hobbling around, but he seems to be okay.
Yeah, looks. He's
hope he can run it off.
Soldier on for now. And we resume with a Titans line out. It's played short inside to Harry Newborn. Titans playing it short. As Naylor will set up for a box kick. And Burtwell does his best to counter that, but Henderson comes down on the ball. It's a great take. Spins into the tackle and pops it out to Tom Ailes. That's really quick hands from Tigers out to Matt Law. Seals makes a go. And it's played outside to Lewis Bradley. Isaac Deans has a go. Matt Riley.
Going to come back for the first one. He's offside. So the last few minutes of the first half, and a good chance now to see if Tigers get some more points on the board.
I was going to say 3 minutes left. The Tigers are leading, but it would be good for them to widen the gap before the break. And it's a line out beyond the 5 metre line. I really thought he'd find it there, but it'll still be Tigers' ball. And up nice and quickly goes Connor James as Tigers set up for a maul. And they are making some ground against their bigger opposite men. And I'm assuming Mallinson on the ball. Tigers are still going. And over they go for a try.
Great work from Adam Mallinson.
I'm going to assume it was him on the ball. It's a great team try from the Tigers pack to see an extra 5 points before the break. You know, that move is something they've done so well and so reliably in almost every other confrontation they've seen. It's a simple move and it works. And Seals will line up for the extras, way out on the far side. Mallinson's not made it easy for him. And it's just hit the post again.
I don't know if you caught that then, Joe, but Rob Povey tried to touch the ball down.
I didn't want to embarrass the guy. I don't want to say anything. That was almost really cool.
Ended up eating the ball as well.
But that's a nice distraction away from Seals' kick. So Tigers will remain at 20 points, 6 points beyond Rotherham's 14 as we enter the final minute of this half. Rob Povey puts up and short into the hands of Bob Burtwell, who pops it back to...
That was risky.
Dangerous tackle there. But Rotherham have come away with the ball. Zach Poole on it now. And James Cook. Into Callum Bustin. And Aidan Shortall. I think that's referee saying not rolling away by Tigers, which is earned.
Going for the points.
Titans are Titans a penalty, which, as you say, Tom, I think is a wise idea given the time on the clock. We're beyond 40 minutes now, so a last attempt to put some points on the board and close the gap for Titans before we enter the break.
Well, if he makes it, you're only a penalty away then from Tigers. So
No, exactly. They're still within a converted try anyway. And as Lloyd Hayes lines up for these, any final words about this half from you, Tom?
I think it's been a cracking first half. I'll go into it a bit more detail after this.
It's a good kick, and it's gone through, putting Rotherham up to 17 points behind Tigers 20 at half time here at Park Lane. Sorry, you were saying, Tom?
I think it's been a cracking first half. I think Rotherham came out on fire, started how everybody's probably perceived them in the table, and they had two chances and took them both with quite relatively easy. And but Sedge have responded well, and I think it's been quite a fairly even contest, I must say. I think if you look to both teams in the table, you think, well, Rotherham are probably going to come here and dominate, but they haven't done that, and I think Sedge maybe probably just had a little bit more possession, maybe had it the game's been played mainly in this middle third of the pitch, and okay, Rotherham have probably scored easier tries than Sedge have, but I think it's been a very fairly even contest, and for Sedge to go in at half time with the lead, I think Scott Barrow will be very happy with that.
Yeah, no, lots of positive to say about the home side today as they lead the contest going into this break, and we will rejoin you with the action in 10 minutes or so. Hello and welcome back to this second half at Park Lane. Tigers hosting Rotherham Titans in this round of National League One. Just before the break, Titans put over a penalty to bring the scores Tigers 20, Rotherham 17. As Titans restart the half. Ball goes up and long into the arms of Connor James. That's a good take from him. Lewis Bradley. That looked a little bit high from Bergmanis, but referees played it on, and Sturgis will set up for a box kick. Up and over it goes, and it's a great take by Jack Townend for Titans. And the Tigers have earned themselves a penalty. That's great work by that man to secure the ball for Tigers. I believe that was James O'Connell who got that for Tigers there as Seals finds touch. Tigers line out, Mallinson on the ball. And Connor James will tap it to Tigers, and oof, that's a great run from Matt Riley. Living up to his nickname, the Truck. Lewis Bradley takes the balls in now. Connor James. Oh, it's a great counter ruck from... I'm waiting to see a shirt number. That's Andrew Foster. He was happy with himself on that one. Did really well to stay on his feet and reclaim the ball for his team. I think he's one of the ones that's come on during half time. So that's a great first touch from him, and Bradshaw does his best to try and keep the ball in. Bit of Rotherham ball. Luke Cole on the ball now, playing at hooker.
Yeah, so 2 changes at the break there. Oh no, 3 changes from what we can see. Is Frankie Gascoigne's come on there, wearing number 30. No, that's not straight.
That's a poor line-out from Titans. Not only did they not get a man up, but it wasn't straight, so it's going to be a Tigers scrum.
It's a full new front row for Rotherham there, Joe. I mean, the scrum was quite strong for Rotherham in that first half. So obviously a tactical change of some sort, maybe an open play, or maybe keep that front row fresh.
Well, that's it. They want to maintain dominance, don't they, in that in this area of the game. They lacked a little bit of discipline in their last scrum. We'll see how well they do this time. Tigers are so much lower than their opposite men, but it's a great initial hit from Yeah, it's a great drive from Titans, but it's cost them a penalty. Tom Ailes tries to take it quickly. Yeah, like I said, just lacking that little bit of discipline just to hold off until the ball's in. They've got the size and strength from their side, but that means nothing if they can't use it properly.
Great kick.
Seals has not found touch. Into the arms of Ronnie Durant, it's gone. Jack Townend slings the ball out wide to Lloyd, and a chip off the boot from Aidan Shortall. Quickly sent back and into touch for and Rotherham line out. I suppose we can't be surprised with the off-form kicking from Seals today. You know, he was out with a hamstring injury. I imagine it's difficult to keep up with practice when you're with such debilitating. But Gilson Fox comes down with the ball, and Rotherham has set up a decent maul. Referee says use it, and Naylor sends the ball over into the arms. Mark called the mark there. Not a bad option. Tigers' chance to get back on side. And that kick's found touch.
Whenever I see someone now take a mark inside their own 22, I just think of South Africa doing the scrum against France. I'm wondering, will anybody ever do that again?
Rotherham been slow to 2 lineups now. We'll see if they can take this one slightly better than the last. And up it goes into the arms of captain Zach Poole. It's a much better lineup from them. Povey has a go, and he's still going. Beats the third man. Cheeky goose step there as well. Out to Ronnie Durant. Oh, and it's just spilled by Zach Poole.
That was Madden Mallinson with the kick there.
Ambitious. But it will be a Tigers scrum for that knock-on. I'm finding myself sort of rooting for this Rotherham pack. I really want them to be able to deliver on the clear strength advantage they've got, but they've rather shot themselves in the foot for these last few scrums. They're in a really dangerous position here as well. If they turn this over, could well be a score trying opportunity. But out the back it goes to Ailes. He goes himself. He's found a gap. He's still going. He's got Matt Riley outside him. He beats 2 men. He's finally brought down. He's made it all the way to the opposite 10-metre line, and the ball's out to Seals now, who drop it just over the head of
Great kick.
Adam Shortall, and picked up by Reece Henderson for an easy try. That's a fantastic take from him. And a great kick from Seals to put it just over the head of Aidan Shortall, make him change direction, put him off balance, and put Henderson in for another try today. Really good job he didn't go off for that knee injury in that first half, because he's proven himself invaluable so far.
Great run there, Joe, from Tom Ailes. We've not seen that too many times this year, but when he does, then blister and runs through. He breaks the lines brilliantly, and then great kick from Seals. Almost tempted the Rotherham man into trying to catch that ball, and then he just slightly misjudged the flight of it, and Henderson was able to gather it and get himself in the corner.
Well, I say it's great vision from Seals to, like I say, put it just over Townend's head. And like you say, once Tom Ailes gets going, there's not a lot you can do to stop him. You beat 4 or 5 men before being brought down on that last run. And the best thing to do is not let him get up to speed. But Seals has collected the extras, putting Tigers 10 points ahead.
And the bonus point,
visitors.
Joe, and the bonus point, so that'll be something.
That's right, so it's a great result no matter what now for Tigers, leading by 10 points. 27 to Rotherham's 17, just 10 minutes into this half. And that the ball goes to, well, it nearly went to Burtwell, but it's Henderson who's picked it up.
Yeah, knocked on there by Connor James.
I can remember, Tom, from when I used to playing in this time of year. Your hands get seriously cold, and that's when handling errors start to occur if you're not careful.
Good chance though to get back to what you were talking about earlier, Joe, about this Rotherham scrum. See if they can assert some dominance.
That's what I'm looking for, is the drive at just the right moment. You know, I say that as referee blows his whistle. Rotherham earned themselves a penalty. Sorry. See, if they pick their moment, they can be so dominant in that scrum, and they've done just that. Rob Povey has found touch, and it will be a Rotherham line out just inside the Tigers 5. We'll see if they can't put a score over here, the same way they did twice in that first half, utilising that more. And up it goes to Maguire, and a maul they do set up. It's tracking sideways. Zach Poole on the ball at the back, I believe. And the ball's come down just short of the try line. Titans will play it short, and they do. Inching towards the white paint. It's a great effort by Ty Raymond there as well on that, and again. Titans still with the ball, inches away. Played out to the man on the inside, and he dives over for a try.
And that's Callum Bustin with the try.
Yeah, I just missed the shirt number. That's a great sneaky try from them. Not a lot that can be said there. If you leave a gap on the inside in such a contentious area such as that, you can expect someone to capitalise on it. So Rotherham have brought themselves back into the game now, within 5 points of Tigers' score, as I believe Lloyd Hayes will set up for the extras. Oh, and Andy Riley nearly gets there for the block, but that ball's just gone wide, so the score will remain Tigers 27, Rotherham 22. Just one try separating these teams, 22 minutes into this half. Rotherham with the ball now, playing it short. Tigers need to make sure they're not over-committing to that ruck. They're looking a little bit bunched up, but a kick off the boot of Brazulier.
Great catch there from Short Hall.
To be caught by his man Short Hall, like you said. And ball out wide now. Oh, and it's a great line speed from Bradshaw to put his opposite man under pressure as Titans play it inside now. And that's a great try from.
He's in.
And it's Harry Newborn. I was looking for a shirt, and it's Luke Cole who'll go for a try for Rotherham. It's a great bit of support play from him. Strong line break from his inside man to put the replacement prop in for a score. Rotherham seem to have found a new gear. That's 2 tries in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, great line splitting run from Harry Newborn. And Luke Cole was there to get his 4th try of the season. And breathtaking is probably what this last 5 minutes has been from Rotherham.
Well, they were trailing behind at the break, and they've done everything to close the gap. And Lloyd, that's a great kick. Lofted, it kept us waiting. But Lloyd Hayes will secure the extras for Rotherham to put them ahead. 29 points to the Tigers, 27. It's fair to say, Tom, this game just got interesting.
It certainly has. We knew it was going to be a close game. It was a close game in the first half, and the second half is going to be that way as well. Nip and tuck. And it's going to come down to whoever can take the momentum of this game now.
Well, that's it. Whoever can maintain the momentum that they've built. Of course, that being with Rotherham now, as they are with the ball again. And Brasilier will set up for a box kick into the arms of Tom Ailes, who waits patiently under the ball. Burtwell to Seals, who will send it over back to Brasilier. And well, I was going to say there's been no mark from the linesman. I was sure that went out. Andy Riley looked to take it quickly, but it will be a Tigers ball. And it's the Tigers who are taking their time to set up as well. Up it goes to Burtwell. Oh, and he's gone to the floor, but managed to still get us to Sturgis. Referee will blow his whistle. Yeah, I think that's for contesting in the air, which of course isn't allowed.
Yeah, he got a right old shove, didn't he?
Right, he did well to get the ball out despite that. But Seals will look for touch again. And he finds it just inside the opposite 10-metre line for another Tigers line out. There's something to be said for the Tigers lineouts today. Have been almost clinical. Almost not a single mistake made, and not another one made there as Connor James gets it out for them. And Ailes is met with a crunching tackle by Newborn, which has gone high. I think that was the referee probably giving him a warning on that one. That's been a few high tackles from Rotherham so far now.
He's going to go for the posts.
A wise idea. You know, at this level, it becomes wise to collect every point scoring opportunity you can get. You don't know for sure when the next will come, especially against a team as strong as Titans have proven themselves to be.
Well, if he makes this one, Joe, as well, it means Rotherham have to score a try to tie this game back up. If you leave it at this, they're only a penalty away from taking the lead, which in a close contest like this, it could come down to that.
And it's just short, I think.
Wide right as well.
That's unfortunate. So the score will remain at Tigers 24, Rotherham 29. As we enter the latter half of this game.
27.
Henderson on the ball, pass it off to Matt Riley, who picks up some speed. Ailes takes it quickly. Birtwell on the ball.
He's going.
And that's a yellow card.
They were just told, weren't they, 2 minutes ago, Rotherham to get the tackles lower.
This is the kind of thing I mean when I mention, discipline. It's all well and good having the physical advantage, but if you can't, use it within the rules of the game, then it's practically useless. And that's Callum Buston, who's been sent off into the sin bin for a high tackle. Like I say, Tommy was warned.
There's a bit of concern here for, I think it's Harry Newborn who's down there, Joe, for Rotherham. He's receiving some attention to his neck. It looks like he's in some serious pain.
So it's a little bit worrying. Time's off, so he'll have all the time he needs to receive treatment for that. I imagine that'll be a result of just, some tough contact. And Raymond looks to be warming up to come on for the Tigers. And it will be Frankie Gascoigne to replace for the Titans. Newborn looking really unsteady. Ty Raymond, John Blanchard and Mallinson re-enter the pitch, which means Austin Downham and Danny Rylance will come back off. Decent shift from them, especially in that scrum. Yeah, they brought a stretch out for Newborn now. Situation's getting increasingly more worrying. Just where I've got some time off, Tom, we can talk again just about what we've seen so far in this half. Titans have seemed revived in their, or at least in their try scoring ability. They've continued to play to their strengths in that pack, and capitalised on the Tigers' mistakes to create quite a close game. Certainly closer than we were expecting from a Tigers perspective.
Yeah, so Rotherham now are in the lead, and it's a very, very close game. I know I've said it before, but we spoke about it before the game how if you looked at both teams in the league table, you wouldn't think it was going to be a close game, but these two sides know each other quite well from the days back in Nat 2 North. And Rotherham have started this season on fire, and Sedge are looking for a spark to give themselves a few more wins on the board. And I think maybe Sedge have probably been unfortunate in a few games. I know I think they lead the league in most losing bonus points. So if there is a positive to take out of defeats for Sedge, that is it.
Well, that's it. You could say then that even with a negative win ratio, they've not gone down without a fight, like you say. 9 matches played so far, only 2 wins out of those, compared to Rotherham's 7 out of 9. Like you say, Tom, I was expecting a similar result as to last week, with Rotherham sitting in 3rd, just behind Rams. But Tigers have done really well to prove me wrong. I suppose something could be said about playing at home for Tigers will bring them an extra certain level of confidence.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at both teams will be looking to use this game to build some more confidence and go, because they've both got quite tough schedules before the Christmas break. For Rotherham, they've got Rams at home next week, and then the following week they face Blackheath at home before a visit to Richmond away, and then at the end of the year with Darlington Moden Park at home. And for Sedge, it's Richmond away next week, Rosslyn Park at home, Darlington Moden Park away, and then to end 2024, they welcome Sale to Park Lane. And just let the viewers know at home that the time is off. It's not off on our stream, but just so you know, there's 60 minutes played and 27 seconds. So once this game gets restarted, we'll be starting from 60 minutes and 27 seconds. It won't show you that on the stream, but just for those watching, that's what the time is on the clock officially.
I suppose something could be said as well, Tom, for the distance that Rotherham would have had to travel to play the Tigers at home today. They've come all the way from the other side of Sheffield.
I think in a way they might be thankful, to be fair, Joe. It's one of the shorter journeys they'll have to make.
No, you're not wrong. But there's always something to be said about the effect that a long coach journey can have on a player. It's tough to get into the zone when you're playing in an unfamiliar environment. But what will be important now for both teams is just to remain in the mindset they were in before time was off, and not let themselves get too cold. If you're just joining us now, Tigers are hosting Rotherham Titans at home today. We're 60 minutes played into this game, 20 minutes into the second half, and Tigers are trailing by 2 points, 27 to Rotherham's 29. It's been a fantastic game so far. We've seen tides flow in both directions, with both sides equally playing to their strength and equally making enough mistakes to allow score concessions. And a round of applause for Harry Newborn as he exits the pitch. We will be back underway shortly. We're going to restart with a Tigers ball, and Seals will find touch off his boot. Just a reminder as well, as Frankie Gascoigne was the man who's replaced Newborn at flanker. And back under where we are. It's a good kick from Seals. Finds touch just outside the 22. Thronging crowd at Park Lane today. Very vocal, which will be, well, hopefully will be motivating the Tigers to perform that much better. As Tigers set up a more with Mallinson on the ball at the back, crabbing along that 22 and out to Matt Riley. Oh, he finds space, but is cut down just beyond where the maul was. Ailes now spins into contact. Ty Raymond, who recovers after that first tackle, still going. Brings the Tigers within 5. And it's Birtwell on the ball. He's just short. I think that was...
He's going to bring it back for offside.
Bring it back for offside. It's a great attempt by Tigers there. You know, fast ball, aggressive ball. Attacking that reforming Titans defensive line.
They need to use this time wisely as well, Joe, as Titans are down to 14. Callum Buskin in the bin.
That's it.
And they've turned it over.
Yeah, they've done really well to do that. It looked like they were going to settle for a box kick, but Titans have taken it short. And there's the box kick coming now off the boot of Brazulier. And it's a long one, straight into touch. About 5 metres or so beyond the 22. For Tigers ball. Mallinson been clinical with the throws at the Tigers lineups today. I'm not sure he's missed one. And it's I believe it was Birtwell on the ball as calls ring out for another high tackle from Titans. That's a nice little pass out the back to Sturgis and again to Henderson from Matt Law. That's a hard line from Birtwell there. As Seal sends it out to Blanchard. He's not seen a lot of action today, but he's been strong in the scrum as always. Ty Raymond on the ball now. And Matt Law tries to kick it through, but Seals has recovered and he's found space. He's passed out to Henderson. He's one man left to beat. And he's brought down and the ball's spilt forward by Tigers. Just maybe getting a little bit too ahead of themselves there, forcing a pass that wasn't on.
Yeah, he was offside as well. Someone in there So
seeing flashes of the play that we like to see from Tigers, that quick and clinical ball out to the edges to put those strong and reliable score makers, Henderson and Bradshaw on the other side. It'll be a Titans line out just inside their 10. And up it goes to Zach Poole once again. And referee's blowing his whistle. Tigers collapsing a maul. It did seem that the Titans pack bundled over on that one there. Looks to be, is that Murray on the floor?
no, Bob Burtwell, that one.
Well, looks to be another knee issue. But he's on his feet again. And play will resume with a kick from Lloyd Hayes. And he finds touch just inside the Tigers 22. Titans slow to form up for their line out. But in it goes to Gilson Fox. And James Cook now makes a great run. Oh, that's a strong run there as well. Maguire now. Referee's blowing his whistle. Is that for not rolling away?
Yeah, and I'm going to go for goals straight in front of the sticks.
Yeah.
This will take the lead to 5.
Yeah, they'll put them beyond the penalty in score difference from the Tigers. It'll be Lloyd Hayes once again, right in front of the posts. And over it goes, easy as you like.
And Ollie Glass is coming on for Matt Riley.
Rotherham with the ball now, playing through their forwards and setting up for a box kick. And over it goes off Brazilier's left boot. Oh, and into the
Great
reliable
take.
arms of Tom Ailes. Does really well to win that ball. Ty Raymond now. And it's a Sunday League style boot from Seals. Thrown possession away for his team to put Andrew Foster in on the short ball. And it's a dink over the top from Titans, but Matt Law is there to recover. Ailes again, he's had a great game. And the referee's blowing his whistle.
And they're going to go for the points again.
Yeah, they're going to extend their lead that just a bit more. It's a irritating mistake from Ailes for him. You know, but quite often that'll happen when you go in isolated like that and get wrapped up by 2 or 3 opposite men. But Lloyd Hayes once again will do his best to secure these extra points for Rotherham.
Takes it to a 2-score game as well if he can make this one.
And he does as such. Slots that kick to put Rotherham ahead by 8 now at 35 to Tigers 27. A vastly different scoreline to the one we saw at half time when Tigers were leading by a few, and now we're trailing by a lot. But it's great contest from them, and it's Ty Raymond who comes away with the ball off the restart. And Sturgis takes that penalty quickly. Referee blows for not releasing. That's a great quick hands from Seals. And a kick from and it's Durant who will kick the ball away and prevent Bradshaw from getting in that corner. It was a great idea from Tigers there. So it'll be a Tigers line out on the 5. And Connor James goes to settle for the maul. Mallinson on the ball at the back. Yeah, off they go, still going. Still driving. Rotherham doing really well to disrupt. And they've prevented the try and earned themselves a penalty. I was worried then, Tom, when I saw that 30 shirt wrap around to our near side that it was Titans who were going to be penalised for that one, but they'd come away with the penalty.
Yeah, so it'll be a scrum now for Rotherham, and they've scrummed well in this game of the away side.
They have. They've lacked discipline at times, but they've not lacked in, competitive strength. But equally, they're not completely out of danger yet. And it's a great initial shove, but Rotherham are... Yeah. The Tigers have earned themselves a penalty for overturning on that scrum.
And Bustin's back on the pitch.
Yeah, so Tigers not well. You wouldn't have thought that Titans were down a man for the last 10 minutes with all the points they've put over on Tigers, but they're back to full strength now.
Pressure the line! Here we go!
And after Lloyd Hayes found touch, it'll be a Rotherham line out just beyond their 22 with Luke Cole putting it in. And it's good form from them to set up a maul. Connor James doing his very best to disrupt. They've got the drive on, they're still going. It's a really good drive from Titans. Brasilia puts it out there. Oh, it's a great crossfield kick. And an equally great tackle from Henderson to bundle. That bundle was opposite man to touch. Shut down any space on that far side, but it was a pinpoint kick from Titans. We'll come back for the scrum on this near side.
No, it'll be a kick into touch, probably.
And they do just that, they find touch. Just outside the Tigers' 10 metre. You find yourself rooting for Tigers now. It seems every visit they've had to the opposite half has been shut down. And they've been prevented from scoring at every attempt. Maguire just got caught under that maul, but it's stayed aloft. As Titans
moving well,
begin to drive even further. They're still going. Yeah. Referees awarded Tigers the penalty.
Be a scrum.
Tigers scrum. We'll see if they can manage the firepower of the opposite pack. Yeah, scrum immediately goes down on this near side. And it's Blanchard receiving grief from his opposite man. Referee's having none of it.
Yeah, there was just a little. I think it might have been a little bit of an early engagement there from both. I think it was number 4, Harry Gilson-Fox, was a bit like, "Oh, we're going."
We'll see if they can't get it right this time. And it's a better scrum this time, but the put in is terrible. Referees awarded Tigers the penalty for Titans winning the scrum, and the ball finds.
There's a bit of needle out there now, Joe. There's a bit of needle in the last few minutes.
Yeah, it's like you can feel the tension in the air now.
It's number 18 I'm watching here now, Andrew Foster. He's just had a word with the referee, and he's been told to calm down.
He's shaking his head. He does not look happy.
He has seen the red mist has taken over, I think.
Yeah, that's Titans again. Just need to manage their discipline just enough to play lawfully. Oh, that's a great
advantage.
Well, I was going to say a great tackle, but it looked high. And referee has played advantage. Seals finds touch again. It's really stop-start rugby at the minute. It's sort of 2 minutes of play and then a penalty, 2 minutes of play and then a penalty. Both sides, Rotherham mainly, lacking that bit of discipline that needs to be retained in these latter stages of the game.
I'm not sure why he kicked it into touch there, Joe. There's 2 minutes to go. If you take goes for goal, makes it, he gets the ball back.
Yeah, he's still got 10 minutes to score a try anyway. But Matt Laws with the ball now makes a strong run. Tigers looking electric. Blanchard makes a decent run. Burtwell, that's a good tackle from his opposite man.
Oh, no.
Tigers have taken it quickly.
They've got to go for the posts. They've got to go for goal. There's a yellow there as well.
Yellow card for another high tackle.
And now we're finally going to see him go for the posts. They should have done that about 5 minutes ago, Joe.
Well, they've secured a decent, a spot to kick from at least. But Titans down to 14 men once more.
If they take it early though, Joe, they then take the deficit to 2, and then all you need is another penalty.
Exactly.
To win the game, or a drop goal.
Perhaps the competitive nature of this game is just clouding Tigers' judgment just a little bit, but it will be a penalty taken by Seals. Should be easy enough. And over it does go.
That's it though.
But that's game. So, full time here at Park Lane.
So we get the bonus point as well, Joe, in defeat. So we got 2 bonus points there in the defeat. So we got 1 for the tries and for finishing in within 7. So
that's some consolation at least. But it really was Tigers' game to lose today. You know, we didn't expect such a strong performance. We were expecting Titans to dominate completely, given their league position. And Tigers had a great spell during that first half, especially to end that half ahead. But just in these latter stages of the second half, mostly after Newborn was taken off, after that big gap in play, we just didn't really see. Well, we saw enough try-scoring opportunities for Tigers, but Titans did all they could to keep them out, capitalised on Tigers' mistakes, and ended 8 points ahead at the bell. Tom, I'm interested to hear what you think about that last bit.
It was a worrying bit towards the end of that game. I think Rotherham were probably the favourites coming into the game. So it's not. I think Sedge were where they are in the season, the form they've been through this season. I don't think defeat is too bad. It's more about the performance at this point in the season now for them, and they performed well. Okay, there's stuff to work on, but they've got the 2 bonus points there, which is a positive to take away, and they've got some quite challenging games coming up, so a lot of momentum to take into them.
No, exactly, and it will be Tigers are playing away for their next match to Richmond, so won't be at home again until the 7th of December, where they host Rosslyn Park, which will be when we see you next. To those watching, thanks for watching along, and a great game today here at Park Lane.